Multi-purpose paper is only $39.99. Plus, rewards members earn an additional $10 back in rewards.
But hurry, this offer's good this week only. Staples, there's a whole lot in store.
Ends 3/2/19, limit 2 per customer, valid on SKU 513096.
Cars that sound like this. Trust Pennzoil Synthetics to protect their engines in extreme conditions. Top racing teams know that Pennzoil Synthetics give them the performance to help them succeed. And your car's engine deserves the same. Because your daily commute is no less important. Get complete protection for top engine performance, just like the pros. Go to Pennzoil.com/oil change offer to save. Terms apply.
What do you do to shake off a severe case of winter blues?
If everybody had a nose.
You hit the beach. Here's CBS's Matt Piper.
TripAdvisor is out with its Year Best Beaches report, and if you're in Florida, you're in luck to find a great beach. 4 of the top 5 Travelers' Choice beaches are in the Sunshine State. Clearwater Beach tops the list, followed by a beach on the westernmost part of Maui, Hawaii. Number 11, Cherry Grove Beach in North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And the top beach in the world? Baía de Sancho in Brazil.
Some Girl Scouts go to great lengths to sell cookies, but a stranger in Malden, South Carolina wanted to save a couple of them from standing outside a supermarket in the cold. He bought 7 boxes with the $40 in his pocket, then came back with $540 to buy the rest. The cookie sales manager from Troop 1574 posted a picture of the unidentified man with the Scouts next to their table outside the Buy Low grocery store. It's been shared 5,000 times. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Ready to create your own income with your own home-based business where there's no such thing as getting laid off? If a billionaire entrepreneur spent 5 years and $20 million searching for the next big trend, wouldn't you want to know what he found? If you're serious about making money from home without having to leave home, then write this down. www.goherenext.com. You decide your income. GoHereNext.com. Have you ever thought about saying goodbye to your job? Just walking into your boss and saying, I quit. And how would you like to commute to work without ever leaving your home? If a billionaire entrepreneur spent 5 years and $20 million searching for the next big trend, wouldn't you want to know what he found? If you're serious about making money from home without having to leave home, then write this down. www.goherenext.com. You decide your income. Get the
At U.S. Bank, just picture what you can do with a low home equity rate. Cook up a new kitchen, say ID to the perfect wedding. If you can picture it, you can do it with a U.S. Bank home equity line of credit. Apply today at your local U.S. Bank. Visit usbank.com. Go ahead, bring your dreams to life. You've got the strength of U.S. Bank behind you. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank member FDIC, equal housing lender.
TJ Sampson Community Hospital will be offering calcium scoring screenings for only $50 during the month of February. A cardiac CT scan for coronary calcium is a non-invasive way of obtaining information about the presence of plaque in the arteries and is an extremely helpful tool in identifying your risk of a heart attack. More than 2,500 Americans die each day from heart disease. Don't become another statistic. This special is only good for the month of February, so call TJ Sampson today to schedule your appointment.
You know you can depend on WCLU for local news on the air, online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
And a very pleasant, good Tuesday morning, everybody. We're hanging on at 29 degrees here at the studios of WCLU, 7 minutes after 6 o'clock. And it looks like things are going to be chilly for the next couple of days. Ray Stajic at the Weather Channel says it's kind of the weather agreeing with the calendar.
Surface map on this Tuesday showing high pressure, trying to keep us dry and the rain away. As we go through the week, we think we'll stay dry. Some slightly milder temperatures starting to come in by tomorrow. Then we're going to get a little cooler. We'll briefly bump back up. And then it looks like toward the end of the weekend and early next week, which I think about a week or so ago we started to mention, we could start getting a little bit colder, maybe some opportunities for wintry weather. I would just say this. Don't shut the book yet on winter. All right? Stay tuned to the forecast, especially later in the weekend and early next week. We'll go through this morning, see a few clouds around. It's on the chilly side, but temperature's really not too out of whack for this time of year. Shouldn't be surprised. We'll go through the day with some increasing clouds, 59. Tonight, mainly clear after clouds early, 36. Wednesday, clouds and sunshine, milder, 63. Then we are down Thursday with a front approaching, some afternoon showers, 45. Friday, mostly cloudy. We bump back up to the low 50s. Chance of afternoon rain showers on Saturday, mid-40s, and then maybe some rain mixed with snow and colder Sunday. Highs will be in the mid-30s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stidgick, the Weather Channel, WCLU, your home for local.
See, I told you it kind of agrees with the calendar, some of the things that Ray is bringing up there. But this morning we're waking up with 29 degrees. The barometer is at 30.36, winds out of the southeast at 4 miles an hour, 89% humidity. And let's see here. We are at 29 degrees. Let me get over here and get the birthday list out here because I failed to do that. I was more interested in letting you know that it's chilly out there this morning. But let me shift gears quickly and get back where I need to be, which is the birthday list for today. We got Jennifer Gazaway having a birthday, Sandra Burgess, Xavier Wood, welcome to the teens. Xavier is 13 today. Evie June Wood is 11. Emily Wilson, Stacy Walker is 52. Billy Carver has a birthday. Sherry Arrett is celebrating. Mr. Raymond Bragg, an excellent fella, is having his 73rd birthday today for Raymond Bragg. Donna Winchester is 51. Marquetta Abner Lyle is 38. Cindy Holland has a birthday today, too. That's where we are so far. 651-9149, 800-956-1023, and online, WCLUradio.com. Brendan Crane in the newsroom. Check of local news next.
Mommy, I don't feel good.
Those are words a parent never wants to hear, but don't worry. I'm here to help when you do. This is nurse practitioner Brittany Jackson with Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic. Cold and flu season can be scary and intimidating unless you have a plan. Be sure to wash your hands, drink water, eat well, and get plenty of rest. But when that doesn't work, or when your kid picks up the latest bug tearing through their class, Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic is here to help. We offer same-day appointments for sick visits, and we make sure that we are up to date on the latest treatments to guide you through whatever hits you or your family. Many times, quick response can head off the worst of the symptoms, so put Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic on your speed dial and let us get you feeling better faster. 270-629-6722. Remember our new location right across from TJ Sampson Hospital at 1214B North Race Street. Together, we can keep you on the path to good health.
Call my mama. She will make you all better. 270-629-6722.
Have you considered what your retirement looks like? Here are some things about retirement that may surprise you. 64% of retirees say they are confident about having enough money to live comfortably throughout their retirement years. Yet according to the Economic Policy Institute, nearly half of families have no retirement account savings at all. In 2017, more than 67% of retirees depended on Social Security as a major source of their income. The average monthly Social Security benefit at the beginning of 2018 was $1,404. Due to health care costs associated with living longer, 26% of workers now intend to keep working until age 70 and beyond, and 10% don't intend to retire at all. The 65 and older group is expected to become larger and have more influence in the future. Have you made arrangements for health care? Are you comfortable with your investment decisions? If you are unsure about your decisions, give the Fouch Wealth Advisory Group, Sam Dickinson, or Brian Basinger a call at 270-651-2663. Investment counseling since 1854. Securities offered by JJB Hillier W. Alliance LLC. Member NYSE, SIPC, and FINRA. Investing in securities involves risks.
Good morning. For WCLU News, I'm Brennan Crane. The city's transportation was the topic of discussion at last night's Glasgow City Council meeting. City Grant Administrator April Russell spoke at the meeting regarding a resolution committing the local share of funds necessary to secure a section of 5307-5311 grant monies. Despite this grant ensuring that the city supports the transit system for 5 years, the grant is renewed annually, according to Russell. The grant requires that the city commit its local share to the transit system. The grant includes budget money distributed among areas of interest to the transit system, such as equipment needs, bus maintenance, fuel, and general needs, salaries of bus drivers, etc. Russell also gave an update on the ongoing TAP grants. TAP means Transportation Alternatives Program, which is a type of block grant that allows for the completion of non-roadway projects such as on- and off-road pedestrian sidewalks, historical preservation, and safe routes to schools. Currently, the city has its eyes on 2 TAP grants. TAP grant number 1 will make a connection from Twyman Park off Bunch Avenue and Gorin Park on East Main Street. A continuous concrete or asphalt sidewalk will begin at Twyman Park, run along Bunch Avenue, turn right onto South Franklin Street, then it would turn left onto East College Street, where it would go until a bridge connection between East College Street and Bowen Avenue. After the bridge, the sidewalk would continue along Carnation Drive, where the current Bullies on Main restaurant is located, and it would cross East Main Street into Gorin Park. Russell said there would be curbing and drainage implemented alongside the sidewalk. The second TAP grant would build a passageway from Bunch Avenue to the 31E bypass. The sidewalk would begin at Bunch Avenue and travel down Highway 249 alongside of the road where the Hero Center is, and it would cross 249 onto Trojan Trail, where it would continue up to the bypass. Councilman Patrick Gauntz inquired about the safety of the crossing. Russell said there was no other option but to place it on the opposite side, but they've inquired about putting a traffic signal at the crossing.
I mean, that seems like a bad place to cross.
It is. We went through the process with the state. They looked at it. We've actually had the numbers run trying to get maybe a signal there also. The other side of the street, there just isn't room.
Okay.
It just, right away, there's just no room to put it there.
The first TAP grant is set to be bid out next month. Belinda Coulter, a representative from Taylor, Polson and Company, presented the city's audit for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2018. The city was given a clean audit. The city was compliant in all areas, and there were no inconsistencies in the report. Toward the end of the meeting, Councilman Terry Bunnell entertained that a strategic planning committee be formed. Several council members volunteered to be on the committee. 3 Glasgow people have been arrested in connection to a stolen vehicle incident. On Monday morning, the Glasgow Police Department conducted a traffic stop on Cumberland Street. Officer Wesley Hicks conducted the traffic stop and made contact with driver James Jaggers and passengers Dylan Jones and Jamie Cordier. All had conflicting stories on who was the owner of the vehicle. Sergeant Ashley Jones made contact with the registered owner of the vehicle, who advised that the vehicle had been stolen from the owner's residence on Cooktown Road. James Jaggers was arrested and charged with failure to dim headlights, disregarding a stop sign, failure to wear a seat belt, operating on suspended or revoked operator's license, and receiving stolen property under $10,000. Dylan Jones was arrested and charged with theft by unlawful taking or disposition, auto $500 or more, but under $10,000, theft by unlawful taking or disposition, contents from a vehicle under $500. Jamie Cordier was arrested and charged with theft by unlawful taking or disposition, auto $500 or more, but under $10,000, theft by unlawful taking or disposition, contents from vehicle under $500. Officer Wesley Hicks made the arrest with assistance from Officer John Dewberry and Sergeant Ashley Jones. The vehicle and the property were released back to the owners. The Department for Local Government has announced a $284,000 community development block grant to Barron County Fiscal Court. The federal funds will allow the county to demolish the old one-story Barron County Correctional Facility located at 107 Ford Drive in Glasgow. The vacant 19,431 square foot building was originally constructed in 1975 and currently poses a health and safety risk to the downtown area. Quote, removing this blighted building will not only address health concerns, but also lay the foundation for future green space that can be enjoyed by residents throughout the community, DLG Commissioner Sandra K. Donahue said. Quote, I look forward to seeing the impact that this project has on businesses and residents in downtown Glasgow and the rest of the community. In addition to the CDBG funding, Barron County will contribute $15,000 toward the project. Upon completion, the county will maintain the property. Senator David Givens said he looks forward to seeing how this project will benefit the community. Quote, I'm pleased that the Department for Local Government has worked with former and current elected officials to come up with a solution to the potential health risk associated with the vacant property, Givens said. I believe this project will improve the quality of life in Barron County, and I look forward to seeing the finished product. Representative Steve Riley also said he's excited to see how the money will benefit his hometown. Quote, I'm thrilled to see our local officials in Barron County working to secure funding for public projects that will benefit our community, Representative Steve Riley said. I would like to thank the Department of Local Government for their support for Barron County in making this investment. It's currently 6:17, 29 degrees here at WCLU. We'll be right back for more news.
The new Hardee's is now open in Glasgow. Normally, when someone moves into the neighborhood, you welcome them, preferably with biscuits. But we already make biscuits from scratch, hand-breaded chicken tenders, and 100% Angus beef thick burgers. So don't you go welcoming us. We can welcome ourselves and shake our own hands. But that doesn't mean if you visit us, we won't welcome you. And welcoming you with welcome biscuits is all we need to welcome ourselves. Got it? Good. Welcome to the neighborhood. Us. Next to Glasgow High School on Columbia Avenue. Hardee's, because it tastes better. Now open.
You may already know about the EPB's Roundup program, where you can round your electric bill up to the nearest dollar, and that money goes to community relief to help those who are less fortunate pay their electric bill. You can now increase the charitable amount you add to your EPB bill to any amount you choose, $1, $2, $5, $10, or even more. Say your electric bill is $94.14 and you want to round it up by $5. Your bill would actually be $100. To make your change to your EPB bill, contact the Glasgow EPB.
Ford's introduces the Cagney Casual Power Reclining Furniture. Save over $300 on the Power Double Reclining Sofa, only $995. The Power Reclining Love Seat is also $995, and both feature power headrests, on sale now at Ford's Furniture. Dream big and save big on a great selection of mattress sets now at Ford's. Save up to $600 on select mattress sets from Biltmore, Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Ford's Furniture mattresses. Save up to $600 during the Dream Big, Save Big sale now at Ford's Furniture.
In more local news this hour, the International Center for Leadership in Education has named Glasgow High School a 2019 model school for its dramatic improvements in student learning and achievement. In a press release from ICLE, it is noted that Glasgow High School recognized the need for change, collectively established a vision, and systematically worked together to create a learning environment that enables students of all abilities to thrive. Glasgow High School is one of 6 high schools from across the United States to receive the Model Schools designation. Quote, model schools are focused on what matters most, the students. Dr. Bill Dadgett, founder of Chairman ICLE, quote, we commend the 2019 Model Schools for prioritizing the creation of a supportive system-wide culture of high expectations, that this is felt by teachers, leaders, students, parents, and the greater community. Glasgow High School will share its transformational journey and best practices at ICLE's 27th Annual Model Schools Conference in June in Washington, D.C. In Elizabethtown news, on February 21st, 2019, at approximately 4:34 p.m., the Kentucky State Police Electronic Crime Branch arrested Brian R. Schramm, 48, on charges related to distribution of matter portraying sexual performance by a minor. Schramm was arrested as a result of an undercover Internet Crimes Against Children investigation. The KSP Electronic Crime Branch began the investigation after discovering the suspect sharing files of child sexual exploitation online. The investigation resulted in the execution of a search warrant at a residence in Elizabethtown on February 21st. Equipment used to facilitate the crime was seized and taken to KSP's forensic laboratory for examination. The investigation is ongoing. Schramm is currently charged with 13 counts of distribution of matter portraying sexual performance by a minor. First offense. Each charge is a Class D felony punishable by 1 to 5 years in prison. He was lodged in the Hardin County Detention Center. On February 20th, 2019, at approximately 4:32 p.m., Detective Josh Amos with KSP Post 3 arrested Christopher Bush, 22, of Bowling Green, charging him with 1 count of criminal abuse, first degree. Bush was arrested after an investigation began concerning the discovery of injuries to a juvenile of which Bush was acquainted. During the investigation, it was found that the juvenile had sustained the injury on January 29, 2019. Bush is currently charged with 1 count of criminal abuse, first degree, child 12 or under. This charge is a Class C felony. Bush was lodged in the Warren County Regional Jail. No further information is available for release at this time. It's 6:21, 29 degrees at WCLU. Up next, KNN.
One of the most beloved stories of all time comes to the Plaza Theater stage March 1st through the 3rd. Steel Magnolias by Robert Harling, presented by the Far Off Broadway Players. 6 women gather in a small Louisiana town beauty salon and share their stories. For tickets, phone 270-361-2101 or visit historicplaza.com. Steel Magnolias at the Historic Plaza Theater March 1st through the 3rd. Visit historicplaza.com.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Jaleesa Chapman.
Governor Bevin is issuing a state emergency declaration as many areas of Kentucky deal with flooding. Record flooding is affecting several areas in the state. Parts of southern and eastern Kentucky are still dealing with high water. Dozens of roads are blocked throughout the state. Bevin says the state is working with FEMA to arrange federal assistance. Dozens of young people were arrested as more than 100 protested in Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell's Capitol Hill office. The group was urging McConnell to support the Green New Deal, a climate change campaign. Senator McConnell did not meet with the protesters. Kentucky lawmakers reject a bill that would have raised the smoking age to 21.
The Senate bill would have banned anyone under 21 from using tobacco products in the state. Altria, one of the largest tobacco companies in the world, supported the bill. Altria Vice President David Fernandez.
Putting tobacco on a par with alcohol makes sense, and we do hope that doing that will also persuade policymakers to approach tobacco regulation a bit more reasonably.
However, lawmakers were concerned that tobacco companies were turning to overseas growers at the expense of Kentucky farmers. I'm Haley Hansen.
Lawmakers will have a chance to vote on the bill again next month. In Lexington's newest public elementary school is being named after the city's first black female firefighter. Brenda Cowan died in the line of duty in 2004 after being gunned down while responding to a domestic violence call. The school will be the largest elementary school ever built in Fayette County and is set to open in August. I'm Jaleesa Chatzman.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Kentucky is one of the most affordable places to live in America. Our food is more affordable, our homes are more affordable, and doing business here is more affordable. Why? It starts with affordable electricity. Almost everything we do uses electricity. Because Kentucky uses affordable, reliable coal energy for 80% of its electricity, we have some of the lowest rates in the nation. Many other states are abandoning coal and making life expensive. Let's not repeat their mistakes. Let's stick with coal.
Powered by the Kentucky Coal Association. Ready to join a new gym? Better Business Bureau's president and CEO Rihanna Smith Hamblin has some tips before you sign on the bottom line.
Before you join a gym, determine your priorities. Take a tour, ask if they offer a free trial, and take your time making a decision. Understand the introductory offers and cancellation policies. BBB often receives complaints against gyms because the customer didn't read the terms and conditions. And don't forget to check out your local gym at bbb.org.
South Central Kentucky Monuments in Glasgow wants you to know that if you've recently lost a loved one or if you're thinking about a pre-need monument, they're here to make the process as stress-free as possible. With plenty of examples and a multitude of custom options, South Central Kentucky Monuments has the ability to offer you exactly what you want or help steer you in the right direction based on your preferences. Let my friends David, Jerry, and Adam Jesse provide the service and craftsmanship you deserve. To learn more, visit southcentralkymonuments.com.
626, 29 degrees from WCLU this morning. In area funeral announcements this hour, Lance Matthews, age 54, of the Monroe community, died Saturday at the Jane Todd Crawford Hospital. He was a native of Hart County and a former truck driver. He loved hunting, fishing, playing music, and entertaining friends, and he never met a stranger. He is survived by 3 children, Shane Matthews of Glasgow, Annie and Katie Matthews of Horse Cave, a fur baby, Dudley, 2 grandchildren, Kelsey and Colton Matthews of Glasgow, fiancée Jackie Price of Summersville, his mother, Loretta Marshall Matthews of Horse Cave, a sister, Cindy Sturgeon of Horse Cave, 2 brothers, Paul Matthews of Cave City, and Kendall Matthews of Hardyville. Services for Lance Matthews will be at 1 Friday at the Wynn Funeral Home. Burial will follow in the Wickerville Cemetery. Visitation begins at noon on Thursday. Chester Cordell Blakely, 88, of Glasgow, died Sunday. He was a retired construction worker. Survivors include his wife, Charlotte, 4 children, Sandy Harvey of Glasgow, Tammy White of Columbia, William David Blakely, and Crystal Hinton, both of Glasgow. 5 grandchildren, Katie, Adam, Cody, Logan, and Carly. 5 brothers, Arnold Blakely of Glasgow, Cecil Blakely of Illinois, James Blakely and Raymond Blakely, both of Edmonton, and Charles Perry Blakely of Austin. 2 sisters, Fairy DeVore and Bertha Blankenship, both of Glasgow. Service for Chester Cordell Blakely will be at 2 Wednesday at Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home, burial to be in the Happy Valley Memorial Gardens. Visitation begins at 2 p.m. today. Alternate expressions of sympathy can take the form of donations to the American Diabetes Association. John William Glass, 87, of Edmonton, died Sunday at his home. John was a farmer and a former deputy sheriff from Metcalfe County. He was a veteran serving in the U.S. Army from 1953 to 1955 and was a member of the Lick Branch Cumberland Presbyterian Church. He is survived by his wife, Dorothy Davis Glass, 4 children, Mike Glass, Tim Glass, and Janet Reed, all of Edmonton, and Denise Fudge of Columbia, and adopted daughter, Runell Clemens of Edmonton. 6 brothers, Hollis, Larry, Perry, Bernice, Lonnie Ray, and Leland Glass. 3 sisters, Carolyn Lyons, Regina Cleary, and Ruthine Glass. 8 grandchildren, 10 great-grandchildren. Service for John William Glass will be at 11 o'clock on Wednesday at A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home, burial in the Pleasant Hill Cemetery at Randolph. Visitation begins today at 4 p.m. Alternate expressions of sympathy can take the form of contributions in memory of John to Hospice of Barren River. Billy Lee Long, age 89, of Bowling Green, died Monday at Greenview Regional Hospital. He was a shipping clerk for Fruit of the Loom and a member of the Berea Christian Church. He is survived by a son-in-law, Eddie Roan, a sister, Imogene Cook, 5 grandchildren, Emmy Fulcher, Karen, Stacy, Shauna, and Jeremy Lowe, and 8 great-grandchildren. Funeral services for Billy Lee Long will be at 11 o'clock Wednesday at the Hardy & Son Funeral Home's Bowling Green Chapel, burial in the Berea Cemetery. Visitation begins at noon today. Donations can be made to Hospice of Southern Kentucky. Lola Loy Dickin, age 60, of Glasgow, died Sunday at Hard Memorial Hospital in E-Town. She was retired from Dart Container Company and survived by a brother, Marlton Loy, and his wife Beverly of Columbia, a nephew, Trevor Loy, and wife Heather of Columbia, a great-nephew, Ryder Loy, a great-niece, Leah Loy, and special friend Danny Payne of Glasgow. Funeral services for Lola Loy Dickin will be Wednesday at 10 o'clock at the Grissom Martin Funeral Home, burial to be in the Haven Hill Cemetery. Visitation begins after 4 p.m. today. James Depp Jimmy Pennington, age 84, of Center, died Saturday at T.J. Sampson Hospital. Jimmy was a farmer and a member of the Center Church of Christ. He is survived by 2 sons, Darrell Pennington and Marty Pennington, all of Center, a daughter, Brenda Norris, a brother, Carl Reed Pennington, both of Center, a brother-in-law, Lovell Richardson of Louisville, 5 grandchildren, Melissa Garrett, Alex, Austin, and Nick Pennington, and Dylan Norris. Service for James Depp Jimmy Pennington will be at 1 o'clock Wednesday at Butler Funeral Home in Edmonton, burial in the Asbury Center Cemetery. Visitation begins today at 1 p.m. Funeral services for James Franklin Jaggers will be at 2 o'clock on Wednesday at the Beech Grove Baptist Church, with burial to follow in the Refuge Cemetery. Visitation begins at 5 p.m. this afternoon at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Services for Jeff Dudley, age 40, of Elizabethtown, will be at 10 o'clock today in the chapel of the Seago Funeral Home, with burial to follow at 1 p.m. in Louisville's Memorial Gardens East. Obituary information is available 24 hours a day, free online at WCLUradio.com. No login is necessary.
TJ Regional Health offers a vast array of medical services in our community. The TJ Health Pavilion is home to over 35 family and specialty physicians, Outpatient Services Center, the TJ Urgent Care, and the TJ Pavilion Pharmacy. The TJ Health Cave City Clinic is a walk-in medical care facility providing care Monday through Friday with no appointment necessary. Stop by and visit one of our locations today.
1999.
Let's turn to local sports. It was basketball the Kentucky way last night in the boys' fourth region quarterfinals at Diddle Arena. Two tight games. Both ended in overtime. In the first matchup, the Glasgow Scotties, who got the worst possible draw in taking on their nemesis, Warren Central. The Scotties hadn't beaten Warren Central since 2006, and they came oh so close last night. But Cole's shooting at the free throw line in the end, along with a couple of other missed opportunities, and the Scotties fell to Warren Central in overtime, 63-57. Now, in the second contest, if there is a Cinderella team in the tournament, it is the Metcalfe County Hornets. With the only losing record in the tournament, they took Logan County to the wire, went into overtime to fall by a final score of 72-70. Now, tonight, the girls' fourth region tournament begins with a couple of quarterfinal round games at Diddle Arena in Bowling Green. Barron County squares off against South Warren at 6 o'clock. And then Metcalfe County takes on Logan County at 7:45. You can join Joe Myers, Larry Alexander, and Bruce Tribune. They'll have live coverage of both of these games tonight, just like last night, on Light 102.3, on WCLU 103.1 and 1490 AM, and online at playwclu.com. Those attending the games in Bowling Green will be able to tune into our broadcast inside of the arena only on WCLU Sports Plus at 97.3. In the boys' fifth region quarterfinals up at Hart County High School tonight, Hart County goes up against John Hardin at 7:30. And in the boys' third region quarterfinals at the Owensboro Sports Center, Edmondson County takes on Muhlenberg County at 7:45. That's a look at sports.
Weather from the WCLU Weather Center. Brought to you by South Central Bank.
South Central Bank is your first choice for banking solutions. Want to know more? Just listen to Owen Lambert at South Central Bank in Glasgow.
I've been involved in the financial services industry for 38 years. Our goal at South Central Bank, customer service and the customer's needs ahead of things, and we'll take as much time as it takes and spare no effort to make sure that we deliver on that kind of promise. And I think that sets us apart. What we do is we create unique, custom-made customer solutions where no two have to be exactly the same. We want unique experiences. We want every customer to feel special, to feel wanted, and more than anything, to feel valuable.
South Central Bank with 29 convenient locations. Find them online at southcentralbank.com.
South Central Bank, small enough to know you, big enough to help.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We'll go through this morning, see a few clouds around. It's on the chilly side, but temperature's really not too out of whack for this time of year. Shouldn't be surprised. We'll go through the day with some increasing clouds, 59. Tonight, mainly clear after clouds early, 36. Wednesday, clouds and sunshine, milder, 63. Then we are down Thursday with a front approaching, some afternoon showers, 45. Friday, mostly cloudy. We bump back up to the low 50s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stidgick, the Weather Channel, WCLU, your home for local.
Well, let's see, Ray, the current conditions. The barometric pressure is at 30.36. The winds are the west at about 4 miles an hour. Southeast at 4 miles an hour. 30.36 is the pressure, and no precip in the past 24 hours. And 29 degrees. Hanging on to a chill this morning for sure. 6:35, birthdays and the weather. I'm sorry, not the weather. Birthdays and the archives coming up in the near future.
Guess who just got their tax return?
I'm hoping that big smile equals a big check.
Let's just say Uncle Sam was kind this year.
Great! Many happy returns to our accountant.
That'd be me, hon.
Oh, that'd be you, right. So, how are we going to celebrate?
Well, I am loving the numbers at Bluegrass Cellular right now. For a limited time, we can save $120 on a brand new Samsung Galaxy device.
$120 in savings? Not bad. I've been thinking about getting that new Samsung smartphone that's about to launch.
We can pre-order it and still save. Or get the Samsung Galaxy S9, S9 Plus, or Note 9.
Wow, with this deal, there'll probably be something left of that tax return.
Enough to pay the accountant anyway.
You've earned every penny.
Stop by your nearest location or visit online to learn more. Restrictions apply. Bluegrass Cellular, your community expanded.
Ralphie's Fun Center says, let's have some fun and talk about the birthdays and the anniversaries today. And, of course, Ralphie's Fun Center makes it fun. They got a big deal coming up this weekend we're going to tell you about here in just a second on WCLU. But first things first, we got to get over here and talk about the birthdays themselves. Like Waylon White, who has a birthday today. It's also the birthday of Billy Carver. Happy birthday to Billy. We also have Cindy Holland, Marquetta Abner Lyle, who's turning 38 today. Donna Winchester is, well, let's see, I saw a number here associated to Donna's birthday. It's 51. Happy 51st birthday to Donna Winchester today. It's also the 73rd birthday for a fine gentleman, Mr. Raymond Bragg. Sherry Arrett, Billy Carver. I got Billy on there twice. I better, reduce that to one time. Stacy Walker is 52. Emily Wilson. Evie June Wood is 11. Xavier Wood is 13. Sandra Burgess. Jennifer Gazaway. And we also have the 19th anniversary, number 19, for Danny and Rena K. Pettigo. Happy 19th anniversary to the Pettigo. 651-9149, 800-956-1023. Online, a real easy click here at WCLUradio.com. What is all the excitement coming up at Ralphie's, you ask? Mardi Gras means fun, and around here, fun is synonymous with Ralphie's Fun Center. i.e., they have a fun-filled Fat Saturday for you on March the 2nd.
Well, there's a big party come round once a year. Let's all get together for some laughter and cheer. Hey, hey, Mardi Gras. Hey, Mardi Gras. Hey, hey, Mardi Gras. Come on, we'll have a real good time.
It's going to be an all-day party at Ralphie's with a Mardi Gras flair. Who doesn't love a Mardi Gras parade? And at 2, 6, and 9 p.m., the crew of Ralphius is going to have a great parade with beads, party favors, and prizes. It's $5 Cosmic Bowling from 8 till midnight at Ralphie's. It's a day to celebrate Mardi Gras at Ralphie's Fun Center, Saturday, March the 2nd. Fun guaranteed.
Come on, we'll have a real good time.
We're going to go down memory lane, see how we got here. Look at the pathway that was laid before us from our predecessors, and the archives brought to you today by Joseph A. Wade, Industrial Hardware Services. They love helping spread the good word about the history of this place we call home. Medicis Home Health, a wonderful entity that helps so many folks. Medicis Home Health. Sam Terry is with us this morning. Sam, what do you think? You having a good start to the day?
So far, it's been a great day.
Yeah, it's 29 degrees. It's a wee bit chilly out there, but it's really what it's supposed to be. Some of these, we get out of whack when we get these nice little, like yesterday afternoon, that was kind of nice for a February afternoon. Maybe we can revisit that.
Things to come.
That's right. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and get back into the archives and check out 100 years ago today. This is interesting. I read this a couple of times just to make sure I understood what it was. I'm not sure if I still understand what it is. This was 100 years ago, a news story here in the Republican about income tax. Yeah, they had it back then, too. In 1919, the story reads as follows, Sam. The law requires that every unmarried person who had a net income of $1,000 or over, and every married person whose net income was $2,000 or over, including the income of the husband or the wife and the earning of minor children, if any, must make a return on or before March the 15th. Now, that's how do we say it? That's sort of a scaled-down version of what we have now by a great deal, but it was a good place to start, you think?
Yes, I believe it was, and obviously they decided to give folks an additional 30 days to work on their taxes in modern times.
Right. They just, there's no real way. I can't see a whole lot of ways to trick the government here. If I had $1,000 income, I got to have an income tax if I'm single, or $2,000 if my wife makes money and my children make money. So anyway, you know it's the same groaning and griping from 100 years ago as it would be today with that sort of an edict there for sure, Sam. 1929, you know, I just had on the sports, we had in the fourth region last night, we had 2 overtime exciting ball games here on the radio. And just kind of shows the strength of basketball around here. Well, let's go back to 1929, Sam. On Saturday night, the Temple Hill School Netmen defeated Glasgow Junction by a score of 24-10. The same night, the Slick Rock girls lost to the Brownsville girls 12-14. You know, that was some exciting times there. I don't know where that game was played exactly, but those games were played. But nonetheless, they got together where they could. And with everything else going on in 1929, they found time to have some big basketball games, sir. And a good time was had by all, as they say. Kind of a low-scoring affair there in the girls' contest, but probably some right good defense. How about 1939? This is the headline reads, and this was in the this was in the Republican. Brent Dickinson buys the Lewis Goodman house. Judge Brent Dickinson closed a deal Saturday whereby he took over the attractive Lewis Goodman home on Brown Street. Now occupied by Mr. and Ms. Kennard Rowe, the sale was consummated at a private figure, and Judge Dickinson expects to move into his new purchase about April the 1st. It is expected that Dr. and Mrs. John Dickinson will occupy the apartment on West Washington Street, now occupied by Judge Dickinson and family. Talk about publishing all your business right there. Yeah, I bought a house, and yeah, here's where I'm going to move in, and I think that the people that are going to move into the apartment we moved out of were Mr. and Ms. John Dixon.
And, of course, that house still stands on West Brown Street today. Yes. It's now on the corner because there's a vacant lot where the old Virgil Baird home was raised years ago.
Right.
And it's important to remember, you know, we frequently mention the fact that we had 2 Billy Vaughns in Glasgow, and it's important to know that their last names are spelled differently to differentiate. This is Lewis Goodman, Louis.
Right.
This was the Jewish family of Goodmans in Glasgow versus the Fountain Run originating Goodman.
Fountain Run Protestants.
There you go. But Lewis Goodman's father was another of our very well-known immigrant businessmen who came to Glasgow and went into business here, was successful, and his family contributed a lot to the community while they were in town.
So they, and of course they were moving around there with houses and everything else here in 1939. Kind of making the neighborhood look a little different. All right, 1949, Sam. Here we got news about the Grinstead family entertaining employees of the R.F. Grinstead & Son grocery store with a pheasant dinner last Thursday evening at the Grinstead home on Cleveland Avenue. The employees and their guests enjoyed the hospitalities of the Grinstead home, partaking of the delicious pheasant and feast, which was made possible by the hunting trip of Mr. Grinstead and a party in South Dakota last fall. Now, that's sort of a delicacy to have a pheasant dinner. That's sort of like the ultimate showing of appreciation for folks. And in 1949, the Grinstead family said, come on over, all you folks who work so hard for us. We're going to give you a big pheasant dinner. And I'm sure they had a nice gathering there, Sam. 1959. Leila Ann Dickinson and Printha Depp Alexander have been named to the Fall Quarter Honor Roll, which has recently been released by the Registrar's Office of Transylvania College in Lexington. I believe you got a license plate that says the same thing, don't you?
I do.
Miss Dickinson is the daughter of Mr. and Ms. Brent Dickinson, Jr., and Miss Alexander is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Robert O. Alexander. That's all up in the
kind of
neighborhood.
ironic.
Yeah.
It's all in the same neighborhood. Leah Ann is the daughter of the Dickinsons who just bought the old Goodman house on Brown Street, and the Alexanders were living almost right across the street on West Brown also.
A lot of smartness up there in that part of the town, for sure, over the years, most assuredly. 1959. Good to make the honor roll. Transylvania is no easy school to get on the honor roll, and I know that everybody's really proud of these two young ladies in 1959, Sam. All right, let's move to 1969. This was the day that 3 new Glasgow police officers were hired. 3 names that served us well in the police department. How about Paul Wathel, William Key, and Rondell Harris, the 3 new Glasgow police officers, tracing that back to 1969. 1979, it was the big KEA Spelling Bee. Of course, spelling's always been important in this community. In 1979, this Spelling Bee was held at the Eastern Elementary School, and here's the winners. Tammy Weir, first, and Ellen Eisenberg was second. Congratulations to these excellent young spellers there in 1979. 1989, this was the day that Glasgow resident David Ralph Payne was named Campbellsville University defensive end coach. Of course, David Payne was an excellent football player and an excellent coach, and knows the game of football well. Let's see, what is this? This is 2009. I'm sorry. That was 99 right there, wasn't it? This is 2009. We have certainly one of the strongest organizations in this community year after year, the FFA, 10 years ago, announcing the new officers. Molly Ward, the Sentinel. Sherry Siddons, the reporter. Jenna Knott, the treasurer. Megan Fields, the vice president. Charity Shea, the president, and Katie Strode, the secretary. FFA week, February 21st through the 28th. Excellent organization.
FFA week always falls on the week, or during the week of February 22nd.
Mm-hmm.
George Washington's birthday, as he was the great agriculturist in our founding years of the nation.
No question about it, and it's just, I don't know, it's just really good. I've always been impressed with the regimen, the orientation, the way that they adhere to rules and things of that nature in teaching these youngsters lots of wonderful things about agriculture and being together as a group of good folks, too. What do you think? Is that going to put a wrap on today's archives?
I believe it does, Henry.
We have got lots of things to share before we get to the end of this month, and this end of the month is racing upon us, so we'll be aware of that, okay?
All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. Have a good day, sir. Sam Terry, local historian, helping us with the archives today. Brought to you by Joseph A. Wade and Amedesis Home Health.
15,000 inventory items. Custom brake hoses while you wait. Cylinder repair. Is there anything Joseph A. Wade can't do? Well, one thing's for sure. Joseph A. Wade Incorporated serves a large community of people who believe there's no job they can't do. And that's the same attitude Joseph A. Wade has in their line of work. So for the smallest screws, Allen wrenches, or drill bits, or even a 5-stage hydraulic cylinder measuring 25 feet in length. Joseph A. Wade's motto? No problem. Joseph A. Wade Incorporated, 311 Industrial Drive, Glasgow.
Hello, I'm Kathy Murray. Did you know that some healthcare professionals still make house calls? Amedesis Home Health is a group of compassionate professionals who deliver the best care to our patients in their homes. Whether you're recovering from a surgery or recuperating from an illness, our home health nurses, aides, and therapists can provide medication and treatment to you in your home. Ask your doctors if you qualify for home health care, or call Amedesis Home Health Care at 270-651-7640.
29 degrees, WCLU. It's 10 minutes before 7 o'clock. Let me jump over here and add Greg Hammer's name to the birthday club for this February the 26th. Greg Hammer, happy birthday to you, sir, today. Now, let me tell you about our person of the day. By special request today is Raymond Bragg Day. Raymond is having his 73rd birthday today. Now, Raymond has been a little bit under the weather, but he's putting on a good fight, and we want you to pat him on the back today and encourage him. And let him know, first of all, tell him he's having a happy birthday today and let him know he's good as gold. Mr. Raymond Bragg from WCLU and a little taste of Texas.
Congratulations. Are you excited about the new job?
Yes, but I don't know what to do with my 401k.
That's a big decision. As a Modern Woodman financial representative, I can explain your options and help you to make the best choice. I'm Anthony Mike. Call me today at 427-6807.
Get to know your local Modern Woodman representative to plan for your financial future and learn about valuable member benefits. Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures. Securities offered through MWA Financial Services, Inc., a wholly owned subsidiary of Modern Woodman of America.
Why do you choose the pharmacy you use? Is it because of someone you know, or is it short wait times? Highland Pharmacy has considered all of these things that make your experience at the pharmacy pleasant. With a top-notch staff of pharmacists and techs you know and trust, 2 drive-through windows, and a commitment to not making you sit and wait any longer than necessary, you can see why so many choose Highland Pharmacy, and we invite you to come see us for your next prescription. Highland Pharmacy, just over from the TJ Health Pavilion, 301 Rogers Road. Call 270-629-4300.
If you hadn't been to Colton Steakhouse and Grill, what are you waiting for? Okay, maybe you need a special reason. Well, here it is. Our sizzling signatures. There's the Hawaiian ribeye, marinated for 72 hours and topped with fresh grilled pineapple. Or how about our Del Rio ribeye, topped with melted-in chipotle butter and crispy onion tanglers. Both these mouth-watering sizzling signature ribeyes are available right now. Colton Steakhouse and Grill, where we know what's at stake.
Colton Steakhouse, now open in Bardstown.
It's 29 degrees here from WCLU at 6:53. Waking up with a well, I guess it really feels about as normal as what the calendar would indicate. Bill Whitaker, former pastor of the Glasgow Baptist Church and an author and a public speaker, is going to be the speaker of the Barron County Historical Society meeting Thursday night at 6 o'clock at the Mary Wood Weldon Memorial Library. The church, the second oldest in Glasgow, celebrated its 200th anniversary last year, and over its existence, the church has touched the lives of many Glasgow and Barron County citizens. It has become the mother church to other Baptist churches during the years. Now, Bill Whitaker recently authored a book on the church for their anniversary. Copies will be available at the meeting. He'll be sharing stories and photography from the past, also a history of Glasgow and its citizens. Public is invited. It's a free event, no charge to attend, and it's going to be at the Barron County Historical Society meeting at the Mary Wood Weldon Library. That's 6 o'clock on Thursday night.
Every Monday and Tuesday, enjoy half-off sushi and appetizers at Shogun Bistro in Glasgow all day long. That's right, half-off sushi and appetizers. Shogun Bistro of Glasgow. You've chosen wisely.
Ford's introduces the Cagney Casual Power Reclining Furniture. Save over $300 on the Power Double Reclining Sofa, only $995. The Power Reclining Love Seat is also $995, and both feature power headrests, on sale now at Ford's Furniture. Dream big and save big on a great selection of mattress sets now at Ford's. Save up to $600 on select mattress sets from Biltmore, Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Ford's Furniture mattresses. Save up to $600 during the Dream Big, Save Big sale now at Ford's Furniture.
Competition is good, and when you've been in business for 53 years, you've done something right. Even with all the new ways you can shop for flooring for your home or business. Here's what Parish Carpet does. They offer the top name brands in flooring backed with solid warranties. Then Parish Carpet stocks a large showroom of carpet and rugs for you to see and feel, not just samples. Then they have the finest individuals come and install those floors in your home. Parish Carpets gets to know you, and you get to know them, and that's why so many people keep coming back. There's plenty of competition, but if this sounds like a place you'd like to do business, stop in Parish Carpet on Railroad Road in Glasgow, 651-8058.
Let me ask you something. What do you see when you look at your home and your car? Do you see a bundle, a combo deal? That's how other insurance companies see them. But a State Farm agent sees so much more, because a State Farm agent sees your home and your car as more than just 4 walls and 4 wheels. They see the things you've worked really hard for. So why not give them the protection they deserve? Call State Farm agent Mike Bryant in Glasgow at 270-651-3608.
It's 6:56 now at WCLU, 29 degrees as we get rolling here this morning. We're going to play a little trivia here right around the corner. And let's see, one more thing I wanted to tell you about for sure. We've got the Barron County Parks and Recreation baseball and softball sign-ups that are ongoing. You can sign up on the website by going to barroncounty.ky.gov and click on Department and Agencies. and click on sign up. There's not going to be any late sign-ups. March the 6th is the absolute deadline, and the cost is $40 per child. So be sure that you get over there and get signed up, and let's have a fun spring season in baseball. The colder air has arrived. Are you ready at home to deal with the colder air? Glasgow Building Supply is ready to help you with a quality Eden Pure heater. Keep your home warm with the efficiency of the Eden Pure. It comes in the low-profile version or the tower version with the new and improved copper XH hybrid heat technology. Available in walnut and in maple, and available in the low-profile and the tower size. Come to Glasgow Building Supply. You will see how inexpensive heating your home can be. That's Glasgow Building Supply on 31E Bypass in Glasgow.
Surface map on this Tuesday showing high pressure, trying to keep us dry and the rain away. As we go through the week, we think we'll stay dry. Some slightly milder temperatures starting to come in by tomorrow. Then we're going to get a little cooler. We'll briefly bump back up. And then it looks like toward the end of the weekend and early next week, which I think about a week or so ago we started to mention, we could start getting a little bit colder, maybe some opportunities for wintry weather. I would just say this. Don't shut the book yet on winter. All right? Stay tuned to the forecast, especially later in the weekend and early next week. We'll go through this morning, see a few clouds around. It's on the chilly side, but temperature's really not too out of whack for this time of year. Shouldn't be surprised. We'll go through the day with some increasing clouds, 59. Tonight, mainly clear after clouds early, 36. Wednesday, clouds and sunshine, milder, 63. Then we are down Thursday with a front approaching, some afternoon showers, 45. Friday, mostly cloudy. We bump back up to the low 50s. Chance of afternoon rain showers on Saturday, mid-40s. And then maybe some rain mixed with snow and colder Sunday. Highs will be in the mid-30s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stidgick, a Weather Channel, WCLU, your home for local.
Yeah, it's warmer, and it's colder, and it's sunny, and it's snowy. It's winter in Kentucky. That's the way Ray paints it up to us. 29 degrees right now at WCLU.
Let's play a little word association.
Okay.
When I say office supplies, you think of?
Express One Source.
Okay. When I say corrugated boxes for shipping materials and products, you think?
Express One Source.
How about bubble wrap, foam, stretch film, and tape?
Express One Source.
Okay, then janitorial supplies?
Express One Source.
Office furniture.
I know. Express One Source.
We get all this stuff from Express One Source? How did I not know?
Because they have sales representatives who call on us, and they provide just-in-time delivery.
Wow. Where do they stock all this stuff?
They have a retail location next to the Glasgow EPB and 250,000 square feet of storage space in 4 local warehouses.
So for all this, we have one source.
Express One Source. Check them out at www.expressonesource.com.
Express One Source. We live up to our name every day. www.expressonesource.com.
I think, I got to do this. I need to play a commercial right here and get us ready to go into the trivia question for the day. You know, folks really enjoy the fact that we're giving away a Little Caesars pizza, your choice of a large pepperoni or a large sausage, and people just love Little Caesars. So hang on, we're going to be right here and ask this morning's question, so get to thinking.
It's tax time, and it's true that tax time is car buying time, but at Goodman Automotive, tax time is car buying time for different reasons.
Sure, we are like other dealerships. Sure, your tax return can help cover negative equity. Sure, your tax return can cover a down payment. Sure, your tax return can help with financing. Sure, it can help you get a lower payment.
Any dealership can advertise those things. However, at Goodman, you get those things and so much more.
Because at Goodman, you get a great car at a great value, sold to you by a salesperson who cares about you.
You get the Goodman Advantage, which includes a free powertrain warranty for life.
You get treated the way customers deserve to be treated.
So come on in. Check out our great selection of new and quality used vehicles.
That's Goodman Automotive, home of the Goodman Advantage, which includes the powertrain warranty for life.
Because things were never better at Goodman. Check us out at GoodmanAutomotive.com. or stop in. We're on the corner of Happy Valley and Reynolds Road in Glasgow.
Spend your weekday afternoons learning the common sense way to handle your money. The Dave Ramsey Show on WCLU from 1 until 4 helps you deal with money management, debt freedom, and financial peace. Brought to you locally by Lock Shield Partners, creating a map for your future.
From the WCLU newsroom, got a traffic piece of information for you here. A listener on the Star 1490 line called to tell us about a traffic accident on at South Fork Road 31E intersection down south of Glasgow. That is an accident at the intersection of South Fork Road and Highway 31E. It's a busy time on that roadway, and the accident that's happened down there will only complicate things more. So be aware of that. Work your way around that if you can. It's the intersection of South Fork Road and 31E South, a traffic accident reported by Star 1490 listeners, and we'll keep an eye on that and keep you posted on that as well. But the shall we say, the clue is to be sure and drive safe today. Now, let's get ready and play trivia this morning. 651-9149, 800-956-1023. If you can answer this trivia question correctly, you're going to go and enjoy a big old pizza from Little Caesars Pizza, and you just cannot beat that. Let me get over here and find my question so I can ask you here. It's a real simple question this morning. In what country has chewing gum been banned since 1992? What country has chewing gum been banned since 1992? Yes, it was causing trouble. Trivia.
Vatican?
Not the Vatican. Trivia.
England?
Not England. There's a lot of chewing in England. Trivia.
Is it Singapore?
That's what it is. Who is this speaking?
Christy Stinson.
What are you doing, Christy? You all right today?
I am. I'm wonderful. Love the sunshine.
Well, it's nice, isn't it? I was noticing there the camera that looks out east on West Main Street was sort of like hazy because of how bright the sun is.
Yep.
Let's get back over here a minute, Christy. Now, I'm going to tell you what, I learn something every day on this program, but I didn't realize that Singapore actually is a country. You know, I thought it was an island over there somewhere around Malaysia, but Singapore, this is from my research here, Singapore is definitely a country. Officially, she is known as the Republic of Singapore and gained her independence in 1965. She's a very young country surrounded by the sea. And that's why she's commonly called an island, but really she's a country. She's next to Malaysia, and since 1992, it's illegal to chew gum. I'm talking.
Interesting.
It is. Now, in reading some more about it, they've lightened up a little bit on tourists. Tourists, can choose. They'll be. They don't want to. Shut down tourism over there in Singapore, and they also want to make sure that folks feel welcome. So much so that the most liberal thing they've done of late there, Christy, is a tourist can bring 2 packs of gum into the country. So, you can expect to be, searched, and your Doublemint will be confiscated if you try to bring more than 2 packs of it into the country. All right, well, I'm going to put Christy Stinson down here as a winner of trivia, and thanks for coming in there and helping us solve that mystery. What country is it? It's a country I didn't even realize was a country. Singapore. That's how smart I am, I learn every day, Christy. Thanks for tuning in.
I do too.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye. Enjoy that sun, Christy.
All right, thanks.
Bye-bye. Christy Stinson. That's right. There is a country that has banned chewing gum, and it is Singapore. We'll play tomorrow. Who knows what avenue will go down. We hope you will come back and enjoy trivia with us. And thanks to Little Caesars for letting us enjoy playing trivia each and every day here on WCLU. Now, coming up the news, but again, remember down at on Highway 31E South at the South Fork Road, there's a traffic accident at that intersection there, South Fork Road at 31E. Let's factor that into the commute and drive with caution this morning.
CBS News special report. Breaking news from Washington. CBS News has learned President Trump's former personal attorney, Michael Cohen, will accuse the president of criminal conduct during a public hearing on Capitol Hill tomorrow. That hearing is related to hush money payments Cohen made to women who alleged affairs with the president before the election. Cohen is expected to provide documents prepared by Mr. Trump's accountant to show he may have engaged in tax fraud. That could lay the groundwork for lawmakers or investigators to pursue the president's tax returns. CBS News political correspondent Ed O'Keefe.
There will be other questions about sort of what Cohen's involvement was during the campaign, what he might have known about potential interactions with Russian figures, or the work of other people involved in the campaign who are obviously also facing legal jeopardy right now as the Mueller investigation continues.
Cohen is scheduled to begin a 3-year sentence in May for lying to Congress in 2017. CBS News Special Report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The Royce Radio Family. WCLU 1490 Glasgow. WCLU FM 102.3 Munfordville, Glasgow. And W276DO 103.1 Glasgow.
Experience no-hassle shopping at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green and Glasgow. Ford's Furniture. Furniture you know. People you trust.
ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance. Yes, we have a history and roots in Southern Kentucky. Yes, we have a large staff to support our clients with the attention and efficiency they deserve. Best of all, we continue to get better at what we do. You make us better. Let us show you the type of insurance experience we think should always come standard. Every person, family, home, farm, or business we serve gets our best effort. Dedicated to what's best for you, we're ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902, I'm Daniel Bird, and I'd love the opportunity to work with you. Please give us a call.
Everybody wants to feel good about their pharmacy, but in the quest for good health, price does become a factor. In Glasgow, we have a pharmacy that has been able to combine customer service with the lowest possible price day in and day out. That pharmacy is Park Avenue Pharmacy. Ask your friends. They'll tell you that when comparing the price of prescription drugs time and time again, Park Avenue Pharmacy is the lowest price. And with full-time pharmacists and friendly faces you know, you should request the prescriptions be filled at Park Avenue Pharmacy. Park Avenue Pharmacy is located in the Park Avenue Shopping Center, easy to get to from anywhere. Phone 651-5156. You can get low prices and full service. Simply trust Park Avenue Pharmacy in Glasgow.
You know you can depend on WCLU for local news on the air, online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
Good morning. For WCLU News, I'm Brennan Crane. The city's transportation was the topic of discussion at last night's Glasgow City Council meeting. City Grant Administrator April Russell spoke at the meeting regarding a resolution committing the local share of funds necessary to secure a section of 5307-5311 grant monies. Despite this grant ensuring that the city supports the transit system for 5 years, the grant is renewed annually, according to Russell. The grant requires that the city commit its local share to the transit system. The grant includes budget money distributed among areas of interest to the transit system, such as equipment needs, bus maintenance, fuel and general needs, salaries of bus drivers, etc. Russell also gave an update on the ongoing TAP grants. TAP means Transportation Alternatives Program, a type of block grant that allows for the completion of non-roadway projects, such as on- and off-road pedestrian sidewalks, historical preservation, and safe routes to school. Currently, the city has its eyes on 2 TAP grants. TAP grant number 1 will make a connection from Twyman Park off Bunch Avenue and Gorin Park on East Main Street. A continuous concrete or asphalt sidewalk will begin at Twyman Park, run along Bunch Avenue, turn right onto South Franklin Street. Then it would turn left onto East College Street, where it would go into a bridge connection between East College Street and Bowen Avenue. After the bridge, the sidewalk will continue along Carnation Drive, where the current Bullies on Main restaurant is located, and it would cross East Main Street into Gorin Park. Russell said there would be curbing and drainage implemented alongside the sidewalk. The second TAP grant would build a passageway from Bunch Avenue to the 31E bypass. The sidewalk would begin at Bunch Avenue and travel down Highway 249 alongside of the road where the Hero Center is, and it would cross 249 on the Trojan Trail, where it would continue up to the bypass. Councilman Patrick Gauntz inquired about the safety of the crossing. Russell said there was no other option but to place it on the opposite side, but they've inquired about putting a traffic signal at the crossing.
I mean, that seems like a bad place to cross.
It is. We went through the process with the state. They looked at it. We've actually had the numbers run trying to get maybe a signal there also. The other side of the street, there just isn't room.
Okay.
It just, right away, there's just no room to put it there.
The first TAP grant is set to bid out next month. Belinda Coulter, a representative from Taylor, Polson & Company, presented the city's audit for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2018. The city was given a, quote, clean audit. The city was compliant in all areas, and there were no inconsistencies in the report. Toward the end of the meeting, Councilman Terry Bunnell entertained that a strategic planning committee be formed. Several council members volunteered to be on the committee. 3 Glasgow people have been arrested in connection to a stolen vehicle incident. On Monday morning, the Glasgow Police Department conducted a traffic stop on Cumberland Street. Officer Wesley Hicks conducted the traffic stop and made contact with the driver, James Jaggers, and passengers Dylan Jones and Jamie Cordier. All had conflicting stories on who was the owner of the vehicle. Sergeant Ashley Jones made contact with the registered owner of the vehicle, who advised that the vehicle had been stolen from the owner's residence on Cooktown Road. James Jaggers was arrested and charged with failure to dim headlights, disregarding a stop sign, failure to wear a seatbelt, operating on suspended or revoked operator's license, receiving stolen property under $10,000. Dylan Jones was arrested and charged with theft by unlawful taking or disposition, auto 500 or more, but under $10,000, theft by unlawful taking or disposition, and contents from vehicle under $500. Jamie Cordier was arrested and charged with theft by unlawful taking or disposition, auto $500 or more, but under $10,000, theft by unlawful taking or disposition, contents from vehicle under $500. Officer Wesley Hicks made the arrest with assistance from Officer John Dewberry and Sergeant Ashley Jones. The vehicle and the property were released back to the owners. The Department for Local Government has announced a $284,000 community development block grant to Barron County Fiscal Court. The federal funds will allow the county to demolish the old one-story Barron County Correctional Facility located at 107 Ford Drive in Glasgow. The vacant 19,431 square foot building was originally constructed in 1975 and currently poses a health and safety risk to the downtown area. Quote, removing this blighted building will not only address health concerns, but also lay the foundation for future green space that can be enjoyed by residents throughout the county. DLG Commissioner Sandra K. Donahue said, quote, I look forward to seeing the impact that this project has on businesses and residents in downtown Glasgow and the rest of the community. In addition to the CDBG funding, Barron County will contribute $15,000 toward the project. Upon completion, the county will maintain the property. Senator David Givens said he looks forward to seeing how this project will benefit the community. Quote, I'm pleased that the Department for Local Government has worked with both former and current elected officials to come up with a solution to the potential health risk associated with the vacant property, Givens said. Quote, I believe this project will improve the quality of life in Barron County, and I look forward to seeing the finished product. Representative Steve Riley also said he's excited to see how the money will benefit his hometown. Quote, I'm thrilled to see our local officials in Barron County working to secure funding for public projects that will benefit our community, Representative Riley said. I would like to thank the Department of Local Government for their support for Barron County in making this investment. It's currently 7:14, 29 degrees here in downtown Glasgow. We'll be right back for more local news.
BG Tire is way more than just tires. They are your full-service tire and automotive center. They offer pickup and drop-off service to your home or business to save your precious time. Alignments, oil changes, brake work. BG Tire does it all, including emergency roadside assistance 24 hours a day. Put your faith in the company Bowling Green has trusted for 4 generations. BG Tire, 1046 Lovers Lane, Bowling Green, across from BG Home Furnishings.
A new year can often bring new challenges, but not when it comes to buying a vehicle at Bailey Gibson. At 306 Happy Valley Road, there will be no high-pressure haggling, just an honest effort to help you find the car or truck you're searching for. No stress or fret at Bailey Gibson in 2019. All you have to do is enjoy your new ride and that new car smell.
Yum! That new car smell is the best. It's almost as good as chocolate.
306 Happy Valley Road in Glasgow, the home of Bailey Gibson Buick GMC.
For WCLU News, I'm Brennan Crane with more local news. The International Center for Leadership in Education has named Glasgow High School a 2019 model school for its dramatic improvements in student learning and achievement. In a press release from ICLE, it is noted that Glasgow High School recognized the need for change, collectively established a vision, and systematically worked together to create a learning environment that enables students of all abilities to thrive. Glasgow High School is one of 6 high schools from across the United States to receive the model school designation. Quote, model schools are focused on what matters most, the students, Dr. Bill Dadgett, founder and chairman of ICLE. Quote, we commend the 2019 model schools for prioritizing the creation of a supportive system-wide culture of high expectations that this is felt by teachers, leaders, students, parents, and the greater community, end quote. GHS will share its transformational journey and best practices at ICLE's 27th Annual Model Schools Conference this June in Washington, D.C. In Elizabethtown, on February 21st, 2019, at approximately 4:34 p.m., the Kentucky State Police Electronic Crime Branch arrested Brian R. Schramm, 48, on charges related to distribution of matter portraying sexual performances by a minor. Schramm was arrested as a result of an undercover Internet crime against children investigation. The KSP Electronic Crime Branch began the investigation after discovering the suspect sharing files of child sexual exploitation online. The investigation resulted in the execution of a search warrant at a residence in Elizabethtown on February 21st. Equipment used to facilitate the crime was seized and taken to KSP's forensic laboratory for examination. The investigation is ongoing. Schramm is currently charged with 13 counts of distribution of matter portraying sexual performance by a minor, first offense. Each charge is a Class D felony punishable by 1 to 5 years in prison. He was lodged in the Hardin County Detention Center. On February 20th at approximately 4:32 in the afternoon, Detective John Amos with KSP Post 3 arrested Christopher Bush, 22, of Bowling Green, charging him with 1 count of criminal abuse, first degree. Bush was arrested after an investigation began concerning the discovery of injuries to a juvenile on which Bush was acquainted. During the investigation, it was found that the juvenile had sustained the injury on January 29, 2019. Bush is currently charged with 1 count of criminal abuse, first degree, child 12 or under. This charge is a Class C felony. Bush was lodged in the Warren County Regional Jail. No further information is available for release. It is 7:18, 29 degrees here in downtown Glasgow. This has been Brennan Crane with your local news. Up next, Kentucky News Network.
Hey, I found $1 in my jacket pocket.
Ooh, a whole $1. How are you going to spend this windfall?
What's something that costs $1?
You could buy me a donut.
Hey, this is my dollar.
Or what about a fidget spinner?
I think I'll pass. I guess $1 won't get you much these days.
Or
you
can get a shiny new smartphone from Bluegrass Cellular.
That's funny. It sounded like you said I could get a new smartphone for just $1.
You can. Bluegrass Cellular has great smartphones starting at just $1 per month.
$1? We can hook up the whole family at that price.
And with the Essential plan, the 4 of us can get new phones, unlimited data, talk, and text for just $31 per month, per line, for 4 lines. Hey, where are you going?
To check my other pockets. I'm going to get us new smartphones. And maybe that donut for you.
Sweet! Restrictions apply. Stop by a Bluegrass Cellular location or visit online to learn more. Bluegrass Cellular, your community, expanded.
This is the live and local 7 o'clock morning edition here on WCLU. It's 7:19 and 29 degrees. Again, remember, traffic accident at the intersection of South Fork Road and Highway 31 East South. And we haven't gotten an update in a few minutes from Star 1490 listeners out there. But, as busy as that road is, it will cause some complications. So let's be aware of that and plan for the commute here this morning. Well, we love company here at WCLU, and we have company this morning. It's our pleasure to welcome to the radio a gal that's been on here several times, always talking about good things even to eat. Let me say good morning to Ms. Edie Bell, the president of the Barron County Extension Homemakers Group, and she is here this morning to talk to us about what's coming up on Friday. People look forward to this, Miss Edie, every single year. It's the big bean soup luncheon. This is year number 16. Good morning.
Good morning.
Are you ready to roll here? I know you've been telling me about, we've been sitting here waiting to go on the air, and you've been talking to me about how busy you are, everything from landscaping to homemaking to getting ready for cooking pinto beans and everything else. It's going to culminate Friday, isn't it?
It sure is. Starting at 10:30, and we're going to serve till 2 o'clock at the Extension office on West Main Street.
Mm-hmm.
And lots of good food. Hot cornbread relishes, 3 kinds of bean soups, pies and cakes galore. I think I'm going to make a blackberry cobbler, and you
got to get there early. It'll go fast.
Well, the thing of it is, if you go in there and eat during those 3.5 hours, you can go through the line as many times as you want, go over there at the dessert table, eat as many desserts as you want. It's going to be great.
Well, and that's for the mere cost of $6. I think that's impressive. Now, 16 years the Extension homemakers have been doing this, and this even though it's a whole lot of fun and very enjoyable, it's also enjoyable because of the fundraising efforts that you all do with this, Miss Edie.
Yes, we started out helping the ovarian cancer research because one of the Barron County ladies who was a member of the AMAR Club passed away of ovarian cancer, and we got a hold of the research, and we told them that with all the counties in Kentucky, there's 120 counties, if they all had a bean soup in the spring, that give us 30 years, and we would donate $1 million to the ovarian cancer research.
How'd that work out?
We hit that goal about 4 years ago, and we're starting on the second million.
My goodness. Now, that's a lot of bean soup and a whole lot of push and work and shove for a real nice purpose.
It really is. And I'm president of the AMAR Homemakers, and Cynthia Rowland is president of the Barron County Homemakers. And we all work together. There's about 154 members here in Barron County, and you'll see most of us out there Friday working. And in fact, my husband and I are going to be delivering orders. People can call in and if they have 5 orders, and we'll deliver them to businesses. Or you could send somebody down there and call 651-3818, and they'll have your order ready, and you can come down there and pick it up.
Well, that's there's a certain value to all the camaraderie. And I know I enjoy sitting there. It's a nice room there at the Extension office where you can sit down and have a big meal and a big conversation. It's just a great day.
Yeah, they could sit and try all 3 kinds of bean soups and sit and visit with people and eat lots of dessert. Now
help me out, Edie. There's 3 kinds of bean soup. Give me the title of those 3 bean soups.
White bean soup, pinto bean soup, mixed bean soup.
Okay. So you think it's probably a smart idea to have 1 bowl of each, right?
They should. That before they leave, they should try all 3 kinds.
That way you'll know. Now, is cornbread okay in all of them?
Yes. It's packaged there on the table where you go through the line, and hot cornbread too.
Yeah, right.
Hot homemade cornbread and relishes. We have chopped up onions in little containers or pickle relish. Take both if you want to. Try both of them.
This is going to be on Friday. This is easy to remember. It's the first day of the month. It's Friday, March the 1st. Starts at 10:30 in the morning, goes until 2 o'clock in the afternoon out at the Barron County Extension office out on West Main Street, there across from Medina. And it's just so neat that these 16 years, you've blown away all of the predictions of how much you can make to help in the ovarian cancer research. And like you say, you're starting on the second million, probably a pretty good start on it too, right?
Yes, we've got about 5 years here start. And that's 120 counties in Kentucky. All those extension ladies.
Yeah, and some of the best cooks all assembled under one roof too. I'll have to say that. Put a little plug in there.
Well, I think they are.
Yes.
And if they like it so well, they can also go around to the order room and say, "Hey, I want to take an order home for supper tonight."
Why not? It keeps for sure. It's
does.
Nice to just kind of keep it on the stove for a couple of days and just warm it back up. Edie, I appreciate you getting out so early this morning, but I think it's really important that people know about this and be making their plans. The first day of the month, Friday at 10:30. I know where I'm eating between 10:30 and 2 out at the Extension office, Bean Soup Luncheon, the 16th annual. What else do we need to do to inspire folks to come out there?
Just say, I'm going to help with this cancer research, and they have to eat lunch anyway. We'll come out and socialize and eat.
That's it. And socialize. That's a fun. Sometimes one of the secrets to y'all's success is that we come right here after people have been kind of house burned for the winter. Get out and see some people. And what better place to do it than to go out and help ovarian cancer research and enjoy 3 kinds of bean soup. Edie, thanks for being here this morning.
And thank you for having me.
Yes, ma'am. It is 6. I'm not 6 anything. I got so busy thinking about bean soup, I went back an hour. It's 7:25 at 29 degrees WCLU.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Jaleesa Chapman. Governor Bevin has declared a state of emergency as many areas in Kentucky assess damage caused by flooding.
In a tweet, the governor said that he was, quote, grateful to the men and women of the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet who are working overtime across the Commonwealth to repair roads and restore the movement of vehicles in and between our communities affected by flooding. He ended the tweet by saying, we are working with FEMA to see what federal help might also be available. Bevin's executive order enables the mobilization of state resources to be used to utilize in support of cities and counties as needed. I'm Haley Hansen.
Managers at Lake Cumberland say plans are set for unprecedented releases at Wolf Creek Dam as the water reaches a near record level. The Army Corps of Engineers says the lake was only a foot below record level on Saturday. The agency announced that it would increase the volume of water being released up to 60,000 cubic feet per second by noon Sunday. Kentucky lawmakers reject a bill that would have raised the smoking age to 21. Senate Bill 249 would have banned anyone under 21 from using tobacco products in Kentucky. Senator Stan Humphreys of Cadiz opposed the bill.
I do not understand why, for the sake of saving a few cents and an industry, we choose to get floor sweepings off somewhere, some other country's tobacco.
Lawmakers will have a chance to vote on the bill again next month. And the people responsible for threats against Covington Catholic High School could soon face charges. Kenton County prosecutors say detectives have been working to find out who emailed and called threats against the school or its students. The threats stem from a viral video appearing to show CovCath students in a confrontation with Native American protesters in Washington, D.C. I'm Jaleesa Chapman.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
The Forecastle Festival is back. Don't miss your chance to see the Killers.
Somebody told me you had a boy.
The Avid Brothers, Anderson .Paak, and the Free Nationals, and over 50 of your favorite artists at Louisville's Waterfront Park. July 12th to 14th, 3 unforgettable days with Portugal the Man, Maggie Rogers, Tyler Childers, Churches, Judah and the Lion, and many more. Forecastle Festival, July 12th to 14th, Louisville, Kentucky. Get on board and get your tickets now at forecastlefestival.com.
I'm Officer Ezel of Louisville Metro Police Department. What are the odds of you being in a crash? Well, I'm no fortune teller. What I do know is a seatbelt is your best protection against injury and death. So please, get in and buckle up, day and night. If writing a ticket can prevent tragedies like the ones I've seen, I'll do it. Why? Because it saves lives. I know, I've seen it.
A message from law enforcement officers across Jefferson County and the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety. Click it or ticket.
Celebrate your memories. No two funerals are exactly alike. Personalization is a valuable consideration. Whether the ceremony is elaborate or simple, funerals are often individualized to reflect the life and values of the deceased.
This is Follis Crow. It may reflect one's occupation, hobbies, or a lifetime of photo memories. A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home in Glasgow. We're here for you.
Let's turn to local sports. It was basketball the Kentucky way last night in the boys' fourth region quarterfinals at Diddle Arena. 2 tight games. Both ended in overtime. In the first matchup, the Glasgow Scotties, who got the worst possible draw in taking on their nemesis, Warren Central. The Scotties hadn't beaten Warren Central since 2006, and they came oh so close last night. But Cole shooting at the free throw line in the end, along with a couple of other missed opportunities, and the Scotties fell to Warren Central in overtime, 63-57. Now, in the second contest, if there is a Cinderella team in the tournament, it is the Metcalfe County Hornets. With the only losing record in the tournament, they took Logan County to the wire, went into overtime to fall by a final score of 72-70. Now, tonight, the girls' fourth region tournament begins with a couple of quarterfinal round games at Diddle Arena in Bowling Green. Barron County squares off against South Warren at 6 o'clock. And then Metcalfe County takes on Logan County at 7:45. You can join Joe Myers, Larry Alexander, and Bruce Tribune. They'll have live coverage of both of these games tonight, just like last night, on Light 102.3, on WCLU 103.1 and 1490 AM, and online at playwclu.com. Those attending the games in Bowling Green will be able to tune into our broadcast inside of the arena only on WCLU Sports Plus at 97.3. In the boys' 5th region quarterfinals up at Hart County High School tonight, Hart County goes up against John Hardin at 7:30. And in the boys' 3rd region quarterfinals at the Owensboro Sports Center, Edmondson County takes on Muhlenberg County at 7:45. That's a look at sports.
Money may not grow on trees, but it does grow at Citizens First. Hi, I'm Dana Chapman, branch manager at our Glasgow Southgate branch. We have a checking account at Citizens First that earns you real interest on your money, more than most CDs. Our Platinum Plus checking account. Our staff makes moving your account to Citizens First simple and seamless by helping you through the process. We're committed to a brighter future for both you and our community. Citizens First, the best choice for the best checking accounts. Stop by today to open your Platinum Plus account. Member FDIC.
Hello, friends. Yesterday I mentioned some thoughts concerning man's origins and the development of our universe. I would like to continue today by saying this. When you go to a fine restaurant and sit down to a gourmet meal, do you come away talking about the wonderful accident that occurred in placing this food on your table? Or do you believe there was a chef who carefully prepared it all? When you look at the watch on your wrist, do you comment on the strange and million-year process by which this watch came to be? Or think that perhaps the pieces were tossed into the air and fell into a perfect working arrangement? No. I suspect that you recognize the watch as the work of a master craftsman who made and put each piece into its place so that the watch works as it was designed to. To fail to believe that man and the universe are both the work of God as a master craftsman makes about as much sense as believing that the gourmet meal and the watch just happened without an all-powerful creating designer. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, and on the 6th day, God made man. This has been Danny White for the Refuge Church of Christ, inviting you to come and worship with us.
Mardi Gras means fun, and around here, fun is synonymous with Ralphie's Fun Center. They have a fun-filled Fat Saturday for you on March the 2nd.
Well, there's a big party come round once a year. Let's all get together for some laughter and cheer. Hey, hey, Mardi Gras. Hey, Mardi Gras. Hey, hey, Mardi Gras. Come on, we'll have a real good time.
It's going to be an all-day party at Ralphie's with a Mardi Gras flair. Who doesn't love a Mardi Gras parade? And at 2, 6, and 9 p.m., the crew of Ralphius is going to have a great parade with beads, party favors, and prizes. It's $5 Cosmic Bowling from 8 till midnight at Ralphie's. It's a day to celebrate Mardi Gras at Ralphie's Fun Center, Saturday, March the 2nd. Fun guaranteed.
Come on, we'll have a real good time.
Indeed, Ralphie's has a big deal coming up on Saturday, the Ralphie's Fun Center Mardi Gras celebration. Have a real good time. Greg Hammer's mother called up to wish him a happy birthday. Greg, actually want to be sure and give Mom credit for calling in there and taking care of you. We had some other calls to you, so I'm glad you got good folks taking care of you there. Greg Hammer today. Waylon White with a birthday. Cindy Holland is celebrating. Marquetta Abner Lyle. Marquetta is 38 today. Donna Winchester has a birthday. It's Raymond Bragg. Raymond is turning 73 today. Sherry Arrett. Happy birthday to you, Sherry. We've got Billy Carver on the list. Stacy Walker is 52. Emily Wilson. Evie June Wood is 11. Xavier Wood is 13. Sandra Burgess. Happy birthday to you, Sandra. Jennifer Gazaway has a birthday today. One anniversary, it's the anniversary of Danny and Rena K. Pettigo. It's the 19th anniversary for Danny and Rena K. Now, we're patting on the back today by special request, Raymond Bragg. Raymond is good as gold. He's on his 73rd birthday. I want you to be sure and get over and pat Raymond on the back today and let him know he is as good as gold from his friends here at WCLU and a little taste of Texas. Always good to go down there and have dinner the Texas way. Let's see here. I am looking for to say good morning to some special folks who are tuned in with us on Facebook today. And let's see, let's see. Sherry Vaughn is tuned in. In fact, Sherry said she was waiting to hear Edie Bell, and I didn't see this till now, but Sherry says she was waiting to hear Edie Bell talk about the big bean soup luncheon. We had that on, and I hope that Sherry got to hear that. Kenny Harden says good morning. So does Michelle Glover Wheeler. Charlotte de Munburn Glass is tuned in. Hey, Charlotte. It's also Chad Livingston. Isaac Banks is tuned in. Donita Runyon. And that's some of the ones we have there on Facebook Live this morning. We enjoy the camaraderie of special folks enjoying getting up and getting started. And we've actually warmed up by a couple of degrees. We're at 31 degrees this morning now. Let's talk more about the weather, shall we?
The Weather Channel brings you the latest forecast. Sponsored by Southern States in Glasgow.
Do you know who your new Purina dealer in Barron County is? It's Southern States Glasgow Cooperative. Yes, Southern States now stocks Purina bag feeds, chicken, pigs, cows, and horses. Check with Frank or any of the friendly Southern States staff. Stock up on muck boots for the whole family and save 10% off. Men's, women's, boys, and girls muck boots in the latest styles. And as the weather cools down, check with Jimmy at Southern States to learn about ventless propane heaters from 10,000 to 30,000 BTUs. The staff at Southern States is ready to help you year-round in every way. 300 Sampson Street, Glasgow.
Surface map on this Tuesday showing high pressure, trying to keep us dry and the rain away. As we go through the week, we think we'll stay dry. Some slightly milder temperatures starting to come in by tomorrow. Then we're going to get a little cooler. We'll briefly bump back up. And then it looks like toward the end of the weekend and early next week, which I think about a week or so ago we started to mention, we could start getting a little bit colder, maybe some opportunities for wintry weather. I would just say this. Don't shut the book yet on winter. All right? Stay tuned to the forecast, especially later in the weekend and early next week. We'll go through this morning, see a few clouds around. It's on the chilly side, but temperature's really not too out of whack for this time of year. Shouldn't be surprised. We'll go through the day with some increasing clouds, 59. Tonight, mainly clear after clouds early, 36. Wednesday, clouds and sunshine, milder, 63. Then we are down Thursday with a front approaching, some afternoon showers, 45. Friday, mostly cloudy. We bump back up to the low 50s. Chance of afternoon rain showers on Saturday, mid-40s. And then maybe some rain mixed with snow and colder Sunday. Highs will be in the mid-30s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stidgick, a Weather Channel, WCLU, your home for local.
It even sounds cold when you say that, Ray, but we'll just have to deal with it because it is the season, so to speak. 89% humidity, southeast winds at 6 miles an hour. 30.36 is the pressure, and no precip in the past 24 hours. We are looking at 31 degrees, 738 weather, brought to you by Southern States, your Glasgow cooperative.
Why do you choose the pharmacy you use? Is it because of someone you know, or is it short wait times? Highland Pharmacy has considered all of these things that make your experience at the pharmacy pleasant. With a top-notch staff of pharmacists and techs you know and trust, 2 drive-through windows, and a commitment to not making you sit and wait any longer than necessary, you can see why so many choose Highland Pharmacy, and we invite you to come see us for your next prescription. Highland Pharmacy, just over from the TJ Health Pavilion, 301 Rogers Road. Call 270-629-4300.
At SCRTC, it's time to spring. Spring into savings. Spring into more TV service. Spring into faster internet. Now through March 31st, SCRTC is offering a $35 credit when you add or upgrade SCRTC internet or TV services. Add those extra SCRTC TV channels to catch all the games. Get that faster SCRTC internet that you've needed. And get that $35 credit too. So spring into action and call SCRTC for this $35 credit now through March 31st.
Hello, I'm Stephanie Bewley with Amedisys Home Health Care. Here at Amedisys Home Health, we know it is important to you and your family to trust the healthcare professionals that you invite into your home. And we want you to know that you have a choice. If your doctor talks to you and your loved ones about home health, ask for Amedisys. We are a group of compassionate professionals who deliver the best care to our patients in their homes. With Amedisys, expect quality, patient-focused care you need and deserve. Amedisys Home Health with a hometown touch. For more information, call 270-651-7640.
The new Hardee's is now open in Glasgow. Normally, when someone moves into the neighborhood, you welcome them, preferably with biscuits. But we already make biscuits from scratch. Hand-breaded chicken tenders and 100% Angus beef thick burgers. So don't you go welcoming us. We can welcome ourselves and shake our own hands. But that doesn't mean if you visit us, we won't welcome you. And welcoming you with welcome biscuits is all we need to welcome ourselves. Got it? Good. Welcome to the neighborhood. Us. Next to Glasgow High School on Columbia Avenue. Hardee's, because it tastes better. Now open.
Attention, future high school athletes, parents, and family. Glasgow Athletic Program is hosting sign-up for baseball and softball at the Hero Center, March 4th, 5th, and 7th from 6:15 to 8 p.m. Log on to GlasgowAthletics.com to learn more. New this year, 8 and under, 10 and under, and 12 and under softball will be sanctioned with Little League. Also, now taking sign-ups for 6 and under T-ball, 8 and under coach pitch, and live arm 10 and under and 12 and under Little League. Log on to GlasgowAthletics.com now, and be sure to attend sign-ups March 4th, 5th, and 7th at the Hero Center from 6:15 to 8 p.m.
Every Monday and Tuesday, enjoy half-off sushi and appetizers at Shogun Bistro in Glasgow all day long. That's right, half-off sushi and appetizers. Shogun Bistro of Glasgow. You've chosen wisely.
All right, 31 degrees, WCLU 741 or 19 before 8 o'clock as we're looking at the clock ticking here this morning. If you're going east on West Main Street, you're going to look into the sun. If you're going west on West Main Street, you're going to drive right by Hurt Auto Sales. And I suggest don't drive by, pull in, because Bobby Lee is already out up there this morning. Bobby Lee Hurt at Hurt Auto Sales, 621 West Main. He's already got the shingle hanging out there, and he is looking forward to seeing you and looking forward to tell you the story. What a nice selection of vehicles out there, Bobby Lee. Is that pretty accurate?
That's really accurate, Henry. I appreciate that. We do have a super good selection of vehicles, all price ranges, all kinds of SUVs, vehicles, any kind of vehicle going almost. Okay.
I think the way you guys do it up there is that you just, I don't know, you have a keen sense of what people are going to come in and look for. And the customers have a keen sense that you're going to have something on there they'd like to at least test drive. And so putting two and two together is all we lack, son.
That's correct, Henry. We just got in a 2012 Nissan Rogue. Super nice car, SUV, front-wheel drive. Out there, Henry. Okay.
Front-row drive. I was going to say, drive it backwards, you get a rumble seat.
It'll put you on the front row.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
It'll put you on that front row.
Yes.
Anyway, we've got it priced for just $7,900.
Okay, let me go slow here. That's a Rogue, a 2012 Rogue, Nissan Rogue for $7,900.
Yes, sir. Front-wheel drive.
Front-wheel drive. I just want to make sure everybody knew how good that thing was.
That's right. Got a 2011 GMC Terrain, another sharp SUV, red in color with black cloth on the inside.
Yes, sir.
We've got it priced for $10,500. Okay.
Another great price.
I mean, yes, it most certainly is. A 2013 Nissan Altima, four-door sedan, local trade, super good gas mileage for just $5,900. Okay.
What year was that? I didn't hear that.
2013.
All right. Okay. Yeah, that's a pretty recent vehicle for that low of a price, for sure.
It sure is. And last but not least, Henry, we got an 04 Jeep Cherokee, four-wheel drive, good-looking ride, price just, for just about anybody for $3,900. Okay, $3,900.
I say that again. That cell phone took a dip. Say it again.
04 Jeep Cherokee, four-wheel drive. Just $3,900.
Yeah, I like the way you slowed down, and that way it can sink in a little bit more there. $3,900 for that Jeep. That's kind of the way Hurt Auto Sales has been successful, by having something that folks want to buy and something that folks can pay for regardless of the income bracket that they might be in or the amount of money that they would like to spend on the next vehicle. Bobby Lee can take care of it. And it looks to me like the fishing has been really good up there, because you've reeled in some deals.
It has, Henry. Matter of fact, I think this sun kind of helped me.
Yeah.
Get everybody perked up and get you out there looking around. And want everybody to come in and look around today, and we'll try to send you home in a brand new used vehicle. Okay?
It's amazing. I was up by there yesterday, and man, the car lot right up the hill from you there, not the car lot, the car wash right up the hill from you, they were coming out of the seams. They were everybody's trying to get in there and wash their car on a sunny day for sure.
That's a fact, Henry. And if you don't want to wash it, just bring it in and trade it, and we'll wash it for you.
Trade it. We'll take care of the dirt. You got the scoop,
don't worry
too.
about that.
That's right.
Bring it as is. Bring it as is.
Bobby Lee Hurt Auto Sales. Type it into your GPS if you're listening to some on the radio, just driving down the interstate there saying, I need a car. Let me go to a place that I feel good about. You'll feel good about Hurt Auto Sales, 621 West Main Street. The motto will continue to be
no pain when you trade with Hurt.
Thank you, Bobby Lee. Have a great day, sir.
And you also. Thank you, Henry.
Bye-bye.
Everyone knows you have to winterize your boat, but too often we forget our cars. Glasgow Tire and Auto Center wants to make winterizing your cars top of mind. Stop into Glasgow Tire and Auto Center and let their professionals suggest what's best for your specific vehicle. Also, check out the showroom. When you need tires, Glasgow Tire and Auto Center has brands like Michelin, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, and more, with some great rebates and incentives to get you back on the road. Visit GlasgowTire.com for more details. That's Glasgow Tire and Auto Center, 602 Happy Valley Road, 270-651-7075.
As temperatures go down, warm up the Kentucky way with a nice glass of bourbon. Barren River Beverages has been voted best liquor store with the best selection of beer and wine in Barren County. We specialize in over 300 unique and rare bourbons, plus a wide selection of wines and over 400 domestic and craft beers. Barren River Beverages is located off exit 14 of the Cumberland Parkway, offering weekly wine and bourbon tastings. 1668 Burkesville Road in Glasgow.
This is Elizabeth Downing, and I ask you to consider letting Time Savers assist with whatever kind of care you need. Preventive care to help make sure you don't land in the hospital. Recuperative care to help you bounce back from illness, injury, or joint replacement. Full hands-on care. Respite care, dementia care. At Time Savers, we're good at all of these. Don't know what you need? Let us help you figure out the puzzle. Call us at 270-792-5703 or go to mytimesaversky.com. We're here to listen, to understand, and to help.
747 at WCLU, 31 degrees. I believe I'm going to go ahead and slip over here and try to share a little bit of tidbit news with you.
From the north, south, east, west, NEWS, here's the latest news.
We had so much exciting basketball on the air last night. I really wasn't able to do all the research I wanted to do for Tidbit News, but nonetheless, I got a little bit right here. And, of course, we have basketball on tonight. The girls' 4th regional tournament, and Joe and Bruce and Larry will be there. We'll give you the schedule here just in a second again, but I do want to just remind you that these are exciting times. Story number 1 for today. This is this is about a cookie-loving pot-bellied pig. This pot-bellied pig is back at home after her brief escape was thwarted by a pack of Oreos. This is in Middletown, Ohio. They put on their Facebook page about a pig being caught hoofing it down to the street on Friday. Dispatchers received a call about a pig on the lam at 12:30 Friday afternoon. On a Facebook post, a passerby had apparently let Charlotte out of the yard. She told the station there in Ohio that the sociable pig was likely looking for friends. Police made a barrier with police cars to prevent Charlotte the pig from getting very far. And while some news stories have credited police with deploying Oreos to lure the pig back to her residence, it actually was the owner who showed up with a specific type of Oreos. It's the most stuff Oreos. Now, I love Oreos, which is why I stay away from them, because I just can't hold myself back. But nonetheless, there's a new kind out here called Most Stuff. That's with one F, MOSTSTUF, Most Stuff Oreos, which the owner says those are Charlotte's favorites, and that the pig ate almost the entire pack. That's how they lured the pack back to safety. But the owner says that she's a sociable pig, and her weakness is Oreos. I can relate. Now, the other story here I have for you this morning is about a man in Ohio also, understandably, who was not happy. This guy was sentenced yesterday to 47 years in prison, okay? He went to court. The judge gave him 47 years, but his first reaction after that sentence probably did not help his case. He immediately punched his lawyer in the face. That's right, he punched his lawyer in the face. David Chilston was in Cleveland's courtroom on Tuesday for a sentencing hearing that involved nearly 24 charges, including assaulting his girlfriend and setting fire to a Warrensville, Ohio apartment building back in 2017. He apparently didn't expect to be sentenced to nearly 5 decades behind bars because immediately after his sentencing, he punched his lawyer, Aaron Brockler, in the face. Courtroom security poured on Mr. Chilston and subdued him. Brockler suffered various facial injuries as well as a possible concussion, according to Cleveland television. Quote, "It was pretty fun," Brockler said, who had a small cut on his face. He joked to the Cleveland.com website. The timing of the punch was bad in a number of ways, including the fact that Brockler was about to tell Chisholm that he would see what options he might still have. He blew that option for sure. Quote, "I turned to him because I was about to tell him that I will come and meet with him privately to see if there's anything we can do. But instead, before I could even open up my mouth, I just heard a swish sound." And the lawyer does not remember what happened next. Quote, "All I remember is waking up on the floor underneath the table." Authorities in the process of filing additional charges against Mr. Chilston. He's already up to 47 years. This can't help. But it's tidbit news the way we have it this morning. Some call it home cooking. Some refer to it as family style or maybe Southern goodness. But around here it's called The Lighthouse. Yes, The Lighthouse Restaurant, nestled in historic Sulphur Well, Kentucky. It's a scenic drive back to the basics. Basics like famous fried chicken, catfish, and Penn's country ham. The goodness of green beans, lima beans, creamy stewed potatoes and sliced tomatoes, fried apples, biscuits, and red-eye gravy. Our other delicious items include tenderloin, burgers, popcorn chicken, and chicken sandwiches. We always have great starters like fried green tomatoes, cheese sticks, and mushrooms, and great finishers like our mile-high pies. Words can't really describe it. Your family will love The Lighthouse. Open every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at 10 a.m. A beacon for appetite.